Hello, Internet. This is day 187 of me playing the one day of the last spell every day of real life. Something has changed about YouTube's streaming interface, and I don't understand what. It's got like another window now? Something's weird about it. I don't get it. YouTube is often strange, although I'm not the most qualified person to address its strangeness. Oh, right, today's a lot. Okay, yeah. Today may be a little overwhelming, so I need to tread carefully. So where to start? I want to guess where, for sure. Detailed information is very useful. Okay. A few enemies on most sides, plus more from this side. Repair all the walls. And then, do we have bats? We don't have any bats or cursed, so they can't get through the walls without breaking them, which is nice. These are mounted ballista, which means that I can turn these into stone walls and they would still work fine. Which will be very nice because that area takes a lot of damage, I found. Oh, right. I need to... These are heavy ballistic, so I need wooden walls there. Okay. I just sneeze real hard. And then I think I also want some catapults in a few areas. As catapults are quite good. Okay. I think that I should put a mounted ballista inside the city as well, in case anything gets through near to the haven. There we go. And now we're out of materials. Okay. What else do I need to do? I should actually get some more materials and level up the ballistic. Nope, not enough yet. There we go. Very nice. All the ballistae are much stronger now. And then I probably want the same for the catapults, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that tonight. Let's claim our stuff. No, let's start with the level ups, actually. Start with Joan. Joan is getting Big Game Hunter. Big Game Hunter is so good. It's free damage against all the enemies that you really need damage for. And then, I don't think she wants poison or propagation damage. Maybe propagation? Is this propagation? No. None of this is propagation. Okay. Critical power would be really helpful for her. Nope. Nope. None of that's critical power. We will take mana regen. That's useful as well. Base crit chance doesn't really matter. Could get more mana. She does spend a lot of mana. Resistance reduction would be handy as well, I suppose. I'll take the mana because it's a higher rarity, so it's better quality of an upgrade. Now, Faye. Do you want organic armor? I don't really think so. Maybe? I do think you want potion throw. And then resistance reduction is pretty nice since you don't have a magic weapon. What about for secondary attributes? Momentum is still really good, as well as healing received, I think. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll take the resistance reduction. Alec. You need damage, my man. For real. Do you apply negative statuses at all? I don't really think so. You definitely don't dodge. I kind of think we get him Human Ballista because he does a lot of standing around enemies and hoping to get hit kind of stuff. Maybe proximity shot because he's usually close to enemies as well. I'll take proximity shot. And then more mana regen. Yes. And more mana. Oh, right. What I wanted for Joan was stun chance. Because her stun chance is very nice. Now let's go to Antonine. Antonine is getting field study to extend his range over the course of the night. Higher base damage. And can we get crit power? Or propagation damage? Multi-hits? Fuck that. You're getting experience gain. Melissa. How much propagation damage does he get anyway? Oh, he's actually at 100. Because of his gear. Okay. So we don't need to worry about propagation damage anymore. Now we probably want to get him bounces, if anything. And then Antonine. Oh, you already got your perk. We're on to Melissa. Melissa. Could get Magic Fuel for more damage. She could also get Big Game Hunter. While she isn't the biggest of base damage, having her deal more damage would be helpful. So, I think we will take that. Anything that makes her more durable is also very appreciated. Maybe Berserk, because she is pretty durable. We could take Volatile Reaction and Quantity over Quality because of the Blaze ability. However, I don't think we will. I think it's Big Game Hunter for Melissa. What does she even need? Range damage? Poison damage? Healing received? We'll take experience gain. And from here, we want armor, I think. No, let's reroll. We don't need more dodge. She's good on dodge. Come on, she's good on dodge. Fine, we take the damage. God, her damage is really high, actually. And then Brian. Brian is getting Big Game Hunter. He wants Isolation, I think. Isolation, skill range, that kind of stuff. Mana regen might be smart, because it looks like he's used a lot of it. He shouldn't need more accuracy for most enemies. Resistance reduction would help with a few of the stronger ones as well. Okay. Now, Alchemist. Healing Potion. Very nice. This is not what I wanted. I wanted Alchemist. Nope, that's the Jeweler. Alchemist. I can take the Energy Potion. Let's give Faye that health potion. No, who has a level 1 health potion? That's going to be Antonine. Yeah. And then who wants an energy potion? Faye has space for it. We'll give it to him. Sell that. Jeweler. No. No. That's really stupid. No, I don't think so. It does have a skill to regenerate mana, though, which is kind of nice. Could be useful for Joan. Though she does lose some stun chance. We'll pass on that. It does sell for the most, so I guess we won't pass on that. Jeweler. Medal of Blink. No. Swift Boots. 16% res and 11% stun chance. Yeah, we take those for Joan. The Armor Makers. Greaves +4, Linen Armor +5. Does anyone want the Cursed Pants? Brian would like the Cursed Pants. They give isolation. Almost 20% isolation. Propagation damage, range damage, more range damage. Okay, first let's equip Brian with his new pants. And then the other armor maker. No. Melissa, maybe? Maybe. Yeah, I think we will take that for Melissa. Then we have Night Reward number 1. Ooh, a scepter. A strong scepter. %stun chance. How much is Joan at? 89. She's very close to the maximum. There's an adamantium rifle. That would probably be really good for Antonine. Yeah, I think we take that. He's pretty strong, but he could use a weapon upgrade. The other night reward. Ooh. A really good book. A nice hand crossbow potentially for Melissa. Or this other really good book. 2 propagation bounces though. I kind of want to keep the damage that comes from the power staff, though. No, I think that would overall increase his total damage, actually. Yes. And then we have 2 Elite Carrion. Is that better? I think it's not quite better. It's also a lower level, so almost certainly not better. Momentum boots. Do we want those for Faye? I don't think so. Momentum crit power. Maybe we want those for Alec in place of the meteor ring? Because the meteor ring doesn't really work that well for him. We'll take these for Alec for now. Elite Carrion. Oh, that's a good orb. Or the silver rifle, which has innate propagation damage, so we could get more bounces from a weapon. But his current rifle has an extra action point. We'll pass on the silver rifle one and take this orb for Brian. Yes. And I can't upgrade the production buildings any further, aside from letting me produce more things per day. And then what other structures can we build? We can build some of these type of structures. I could build an armor maker. Another one, that is. Blacksmith, bowyer, magic shop, jeweler. I think I will build another one, and I think it's going to be a bowyer. Nice. And let's produce some stuff with it. I do like this mithril longbow. Mithril longbow +5. Not sure if it's overall better. A steel pistol. Who has a pistol? Alec. Let's replace Alec's pistol. And then let's get another one. Silver hand crossbow +4. It is stronger than Melissa's current one. There's also offhand crossbow +5 with opportunism. That's gotta be what we're doing then. And then we have one more worker. So let's do our healing and our mana regen. And then, what else do we need to do? Buy more gear from the shop. There's a mithril spear here. I'll replace Alec's spear. Mithril rifle +4. Not better than the one we have, I think. A Ronin scarf. Yeah, I want that for Brian. Medal of Sadist. Sturdy boots. Let's reroll. That's a really cool bow. That's a lot of stun chance. A new hammer would be nice for Joan. These pants give her more critical and good stats otherwise. We'll take those pants, I guess. She didn't really need the critical, did she? Oh well. Magic orb +5 with 1 action point. I don't think so. Cursed armor. Who has momentum? Inquisitor pants give crit power. That sounds much better for Joan. That's a fun book. Poison damage, stun chance, propagation damage, damage. That would be really good on Melissa if we didn't have to give up a crossbow for that. Can we replace Alec's shield? Not very effectively. Medal of Head-On. Could I give that to Faye? Does he have 2 slots? No. He doesn't really need it, I think. Let's roll this. Oh, there was a hammer. I forgot to look at the hammer. God damn it. Silver two-handed sword. +5. Yeah, that's better than face card weapon. There's an offhand hammer. I don't think so. A mithril spear +4. It's almost exactly the same. The one he has blocked, so we're not replacing it. No. Hammer +4. Yeah, that's better for Joan. I don't think we need that. Maybe for Alec. That could be better than his pistol, because it gives block. I don't think we need that, though. Well, that's that. Now, we need to have everybody take their positions. So we can have... What is the plan? I think I want Antonine in this watchtower. Who else is really good at handling the big crowds? Melissa? Melissa can go over here. Brian is good for isolated enemies. We'll give him this watchtower. Alec is also really best suited to big crowds. Then we have Faye and Joan. Joan is going to take this side because she's good with fighting a lot of enemies because of the stun and her debuffs once we hit a lot of enemies. And then Faye can take this side for now. Let's begin. I don't feel good about this one, but we're going to do what we can. Should I have repelled the mist? Maybe. Actually, I only see one row of soul vessels on this side, so that's not too bad. Okay. Okay. You're gonna wait out your turn there, maybe? Or he couldn't really deal some damage over there yet. So yeah, he's gonna wait out his turn. Brian needs to begin charging. That guy. Whatever, shoot that. Yep, okay. Nice, okay. Now let's come to Antonine, who is going to propagate some damage through that crowd. Nicely done. Spend some mana. Okay, I guess you're just saving your actions at that point then. Joan has already taken some damage, which I don't like to see. Crush for a whole load of damage. And can we stun these guys too, maybe? Not bad. Now get away from them. And we have Melissa. Melissa may be able to kill this boomer already. Okay. Evasion, poison that guy. Alec wants to find a good spot where he can get punched repeatedly. There we go. And the turn, yes, I know we have action points remaining. Okay, I think this was a good turn. Let's go to Melissa. Extinguish this soul vessel. Nice. Head up over there and start trying to poison people. Alec is going to try and extinguish this one. He cannot do it completely this turn. But he can do pretty well. And then kill that guy. Antonine. Oh, that was kind of close. Fire off that grenade. Assassinate. That's lightning strike. Shrapnel shot, shrapnel shot, hip shot, another hip shot. How do you have so many actions, my guy? There are not enough enemies in range for him to shoot. Now, Faye, you can extinguish that one easy. And I think you want to head around here to help with this side. Where's Joan? Oh wait, no, Joan can get this one extinguished. No, she can't. She can get it most of the way. And then Faye can stay where he is. And we go to Brian. There we go. Kill that guy, then this guy, then this guy, then that guy. Try to build up one by one. We're making good progress there. Why did that lose stacks? Did that not count as an isolated enemy for some reason? Removes armor and dodge. You can shoot that guy? That's crazy. Okay. He's up to 56 stacks of 1x1. Okay, let's start with the areas where we are in trouble. So we're going to start with Joan, who is going to hit Contamination, Mark, Stunning Entrance, Pillar of Light. Hopefully she can clear the way. And then extinguish that. And then can she teleport out anywhere? Contamination on a faraway enemy. Like that guy. Stunning entrance, go on, crit. There we go. Invis, speed. Now, Faye is going to run up here. And can he hit a sword blast that hits the boomer? Not quite. Come on, man. There we go. Sword blast. Very nice. Then hit one of those. Run back here. Over the wall. And heal Joan. Very nice. Also, this is a good catapult setup overall. The catapults are not that strong. They could be made stronger. Next, let's come to Brian. Wait, is that all the dangerous side? Okay, Alec needs to come over here. And extinguish that soul vessel, and then shoot the Guardian. Not a bad stab. Move away. Let's come to Antonine. Propagation of weakening touch. And then shrapnel shot. And then suppressive fire. And let's go for another shrapnel shot. Gotta keep building up field study because he still needs a little more range. Come on, man. Thought you had accuracy. Not quite. Need to kill 7 more to get that range extension. Okay. Let's come to Brian. Long distance. Hit that guy. And then the orb is going to be whatever's close. Then switch to the bow and hit far away targets. Like one of these hoppers. Switch back to the orb. Now if we want to keep building... Oh, 1 by 1 is at max stacks actually. So he just keeps one-shotting enemies. Very nice. Now we come to Melissa, who really wants to be in this crowd, I think. Okay, very nice. That's that turn. Things are going nicely, which is a good sign, probably. But I still worry. Oh, there's a soul vessel here still. Okay. And it's a crossbow guy. Okay. Shrapnel shot. Shrapnel shot. Okay, move back, Alec. Shrapnel shot. Suppressive fire. I think that's going to damage the walls. Yeah, okay. Hip shot. Assassinate. Through the pillar. Hip shot that guy. Now hit some shadow bolts. Let's buff Alec. And Alec is going to heal, because that poison is not nice. Probably going to see the enemy counter soon, I think. Fortify. Yeah, just stay where you are. Let's come to Joan. Joan could use more healing. Let's Contagion. Mark. Mark. Contagion. Pillar of Light. Scorching Wave. And try to apply some stuns. Then let's go to Melissa. Right, you can't do damage to blocking enemies, only to armored enemies. And high health ones. This looks like a pretty good lineup. Nice. And then get her in there so she can poison more things. Come to Faye. He's got to get over here to help with that soul vessel, I think. Nah, you can't even... Damn. You can go fast, dude. Energy potion. Extinguish again. It gives 2 action points? Okay. That's weird. Okay. He's gonna stay where he is. And I think it's catapult time over here. Then we come to Brian. That's gonna be this guy. Then this guy. Magic damage. Range damage. Magic. Ranged. Magic. And ranged. Okay, use your speed potion. There we go. Okay, still has 1 action, but I think we've got through the worst of it. I think we're getting close to the end here. Faye is quite badly wounded, but he will make it, I think. These catapults still have ammo. That's the good stuff. And Faye is just gonna get running. No. No, no, no. We're gonna start by watch out. Run over here. Are you in potion range? Yes. Yes, you are. Okay, not bad. We can come to Jean, who is still very injured. Hit that stun. Very nice. And then hit the scorching wave on those guys. Pillar. Stunning entrance. Pillar. Get out of there. Melissa's gonna try and kill this boomer this turn. Very good. Then get back here to apply more poison. "72% damage from Berserk. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, you need to head back over here. Antonine can deal some damage. Those guys. Those guys. Take one step back and let Antonine try to clear this crowd. There we go. Suppressive fire. Get his mana even lower. Anything to assassinate? No. Weakening touch. He still has so many actions. Okay. He's done it. He's got this side cleared. Yep, nothing to help with over here. Faye is going to begin blinking back. Actually, nah, he's going to save his mana. Now we have Brian. The different ranges of the different weapons makes this a little complicated. There we go. Let's have you focus. And do one more attack. Against that guy. There we go. That's the turn. 33 enemies remain. We're almost there. Any more catapult shots we can go do? That one's not useful. Alright, that's all of our catapults. Nice grapple. Very good. Let's go to Brian. 16 enemies remain. 15, 14, 13, 12. He can't quite get those ones. Can't quite watch out either. Okay. Joan, can you get these guys? That's a lot of opportunism. How much is it? Currently like 70. Yeah, opportunism is easily doubling her damage on each attack. And if we use the hammer, that's so much more damage. 7 enemies. Melissa brings it down to 6. 5. 4, 3. 2, 1, 0. End the turn. There we go. That was a pretty freaky night, but once we got past the pretty scary part in the middle, it wasn't too bad. I think this team might be pretty good. And our overall setup is pretty solid too. So, yeah, things are going well. And I will be back tomorrow to do more of the last spell. Farewell.